separatist parties have won the special election in Catalonia, handing a resounding defeat to National Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy. The party of exiled regional president Carles Puigdemont exceeded its own expectations, while Rajoy's Partido Popular struggled for support. I want to get straight to Barcelona and our correspondent there, Maria Tadeo, who's been following this dramatic day of voting. Maria, so now that we've got these results, what next?
Betty, it's a real mess, and it really is going to hurt tomorrow morning, because this is really a mess for Spain. If you remember, Rajoy, the Spanish Prime Minister, called this election with just one goal in mind, and that was to get rid of the pro-independence majority in the Catalan parliament. He thought this time we can actually achieve it. He was betting there was going to be a record turnout, that this was going to be a failure of a night for the pro-independence parties. It's been the opposite. They've managed to cling on to their majority. They're going to be able to form a government if they want to, and clearly that means continuing with this idea of independence and this idea of breaking away from Spain. I do want to say, however, that if you look at the details, the story is a little bit more nuanced. However, they've lost seats and votes. Clearly, not everyone is happy with them. If they didn't have a clear mandate before, they don't have a clear mandate now. It's not clear that most Catalans want to break away from Spain, especially if you look at the actual breakdown of the ballot and you see that the winner of the election as a single party is a pro-Spain party. They've had an excellent night, 1 million votes. They've done really, really well. It's a celebration night for them, but again, it's not good enough because they're not going to be able to form a government. What you get is a huge mess.
Yeah, certainly a big blow for Mariano Rajoy, Maria. You said this is really going to get messy moving forward, because it used to be pretty simple. I mean, where all these parties stood, it was either left or right. Now it seems like you have this overlapping of ideologies even within the independence parties. So can these parties even govern together?
It's going to be really difficult. At the end of the day, you're going to get a Catalan parliament that is probably going to be led by pro-independence parties. If they want to form a government, they're going to be able to do so. But the biggest force in the Catalan parliament is going to be a pro-Spain party that's fiercely opposed to independence. At the same time, we need to keep in mind that Madrid, the central government in Madrid, is going to keep the nation, the region, I should say, suspended from its own regional powers until a new government is formed. And Rajoy has been very clear. The next time we get another major violation of the constitutional order in Spain, Catalonia is going to be stripped from its regional powers again, and that might also mean firing the regional government. Now, the big question, too, is what's going to happen to the ousted leader, Carles Puigdemont. He fled Spain after declaring independence. He's been gone for 2 months. He's in Belgium, and the issue for Rajoy is just he doesn't seem to be able to get rid of this man.